You had signs on your truck that were magnetic?
I don't recall. At that time, I may have. But since then, I have went to stickers. So
Okay, but you did have magnetic signs on your truck.
at some point, yes.
And you had those signs on both sides of your truck?
Correct.
Do you remember at some point, on or about April 9th, you checked and you were missing one of your magnetic signs?
At some point in April, yes.
And that's because, according to Mr. and Mrs. Fellows, they're driving along, and one of those magnetic signs from your car went flying off your car and hit the mirror of their car, damaged their mirror. They want you to pay for the mirror. That's what this whole Geschichte is about, right? And they don't look like crazy people, and you don't look like a crazy person. So at some point, what they did, according to their complaint, Mr. Mock, is they drove up, because they're on a highway, and they drove up next to your car, and they wrote down the number from the magnet that hadn't flown off. So far, correct?
Actually, we took a picture.
Took a picture. Great.
He had a
Can I
magnet
see it,
on
please? I got it. This is your sign, sir?
Yes.
Great.
And you can see him in the picture as well.
Yes. Got it.
Okay.
Okay? And so that's how they got your information.
Okay.
And then they called you.
Not immediately, no. But at some point, they did make contact with me.
Okay. You examined your car, and what did you find?
We found that there was a piece on the mirror that was broken. I have a picture of that as well. You can see the magnet that's stuck in the mirror there.
Oh, gee whiz.
Your Honor, may I see those
Absolutely. Absolutely.
as well?
That's your sign in the mirror.
And we actually have the sign.
That's a piece.
We have the piece of the sign as well.
Oh, Kevin,
So I
would you-
asked them to send me these
just
pictures.
a second. Would you show that to Mr. Mock while you're there so you don't have to make 2 trips? Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So you see, they come prepared.
Right.
Great. So these are the photographs of your sign in their window. This is clearly your sign.
It looks like it.
You can see the little tree
Ju-
matched to the picture.
I see it. Of course he sees it. Okay. And how much is it going to cost to fix the mirror? He's responsible for that. He knows that.
Written estimate we finally received from the dealership where I bought the car was $726.11. I have an estimate. If
May I
could-
see? What year car is it?
It's a 2020 Subaru Crosstrek, my very first brand new car I ever bought.
Where
didn't know
we
if there
have
was
we
damage.
have confirmed liability.
Okay.
Do you understand that? We have confirmed liability. This came off of your car. You're liable. Period.
Based on the dates that they gave you, I can't confirm or deny that.
Just a second.
That I was there.
You don't have to confirm or deny.
what date they
That's
gave.
what I'm here for. That's what they pay me all this money for. They've already, in my judgment, met their burden to show that on the 9th of April, this piece from your car on the other side flew off and damaged their car. So liability is finished.
I have something to say. So April 9th, can you ask them to confirm at what time? Because I'm a school teacher as well, so I own my own
Listen
business.
to me. You're in the car, sir. You're in the car.
Right. So my magnet did fall off the car, but that doesn't necessarily state that my magnet came in contact with their car, and that's just not. I mean, I don't.
Mr. Mack,
think
I
that's
don't
enough.
care what you think. If you're a school teacher, I'm worried for the kids. I've explained it to you very carefully, Mr. Mock. I've explained it to you. This plus this plus this establishes your liability. Period. How do I know for sure it was your sign that came off your car that they retrieved from their mirror that looks exactly like your sign on April 9th? How do I know that? I know that because it's common sense. And the law is not supposed to be an ass. Teach that to your children.
All right.
Now, if what you're telling me is that the first time you took the car into Germain Subaru, which is where you purchased the car, and they gave you this estimate, it was the first written estimate that you got, I accept that.
Okay.
So the next day you took it into Germain Subaru, okay, and you called the defendant. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $726.11.
Ma'am,
Thank you, Your Honor.
the first initial estimate was $240.
We're done. We're done, Mr. Mock. We're finished. Do you understand? Do you understand two things? Just
And
pay
also-
attention. And what you have to teach your students, if you're a teacher, is when something happens that is more your fault than somebody else's fault,
To be
what you're
liable.
supposed to do is take responsibility, not stand here and say, well, I'm not 100% sure that it was the 9th. When did I have the decals? And I'm not exactly sure. And then she calls you, leaves you a detailed message. You don't call her back. She has a repair estimate from Germain. They are a reputable.
May I see that?
Absolutely. If you want to dispute this, do it. You can't tell me I tried to call him, he didn't call you back. That's
Your Honor.
ridiculous. We're done here, Mr. Mock. It's a
Court is adjourned.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You are taking a ridiculous position.
$240 at
We're
first.
finished.
Court is adjourned.
Outside.